What's going on? Hope everybody's well, blessed, and amazing. Ready for this weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend, wherever you are, right? Blessings to all of this. Um, yeah, y'all tap in, tap in. I'm Royal Vibes, your intuitive guide. This message is for y'all. Like, yo, it's so promising. This is something um that I've been like it's been on my heart all morning, all day, and I couldn't wait to get on to let you all know. So we're gonna jump right on into the reading. Make sure if you like what you hear, like and subscribe. And I got a couple decks to pull from, so just bear with me. More than a couple. Y'all know I'm long winded. Don't trip. Don't trip. Anywho, it's all a blessing, nonetheless. Just make sure you be safe out there this weekend. It's supposed to be doing a lot of rain here in New Orleans. Um, yeah, I'm here for it, and I hope y'all are too. So this message is for the collective consciousness, the connection that we all have with God, our spirit team, and God is basically saying that He's pursuing you. He's pursuing you, and most of us can't see the signs because obey the signs because we can't see the signs, and it's unfortunate. There's a lot of distractions around us and everything. Yeah, it could be a lot. It could be a lot. You might have a lot on your plate, and some of us are praying for the actual pursuance of the Most High or the favor or gifts and guidance and protection. We're praying for those things, but not actually expecting them. So that's also unfortunate. So when we pray, we must expect, right? Expect great things. And God is saying, allow Him to blow your mind, man. Allow Him to blow your minds. And that's what He's here for. I know it. I know it for myself. You know what I mean? I don't have to understand it from anyone else. But yeah, I know it for myself. And it's an amazing feeling, right? To know that you have God in your corner each and everywhere you turn, you know. It is, yeah, an amazing feeling. So if you're ready for that divine destiny that you are craving for, that you aspire, um, I just want to make sure I'm still being recorded. That you are aspiring, should I say? Oh, my phone. Um, yeah, it can happen if you allow it to. It can definitely happen. Let's see. Royal vibes. Just want to make sure I'm being heard because I had such a hard time getting on here. My lighting was tripping. I almost thought it was a sign. We're in the building. That's what's up. We are crack-a-lacking. All right, so there's a couple decks that, like I said, a few decks that I have to pull from. So just bear with me. The message is going to be powerful. There's something for sure. That's here to bless you. So yeah, like and subscribe. Shout out to the 27 subscribers. I'll be on more often now. Trust me. Um, I said that I was gonna come on tonight, and I am here again. It's Mother's Day weekend, and shout out to all the mothers, single mothers, and single fathers. You know what I mean? Who's providing both sides, right? Both sides. Crazy enough, it's more of that out here. It's not um a foreign thing. All right. Let's see, if you find yourself stuck in a situation you are unhappy with, ask yourself why you are still there. Mm, that desperate for change, that's desperate for divine destiny, right? That is a must, especially if you do aspire to have, you know, the favor that you're longing for. Again, when we pray, we must expect great things. Grab a few of these. start off small. Don't fret small beginnings. All right. Two more, please. Thank you. It's been a long week and I'm excited it's almost over, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I look forward to the weekends. I work Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. That's the kind of job I have. That's what I'm working these days. But it's all good, you know. Eventually I will be working for myself again. And yeah, looking forward to it. All right. Bottom of the deck. It says, let's put it over here because the nope, I might have to take off my glasses. From that angle, I can see it. Let me see. Find ways to fill your cup. Be self-full. Follow your heart and allow. I'm sorry, and always trust your intuition. Let's see. And so that's a part of as well why we are not seeing that we're what we are supposed to be seeing, meaning when it comes to God pursuing us, like we are distracted by the things that are going on around us, distracted by the trauma, the drama that we keep allowing in our lives or around us. It's unfortunate because it hinders yeah, our divine destiny, and especially again if your heart is longing for such a thing, that we kind of got to let, not kind of, we have to let go of the scenario, let go of those things. And it's crazy because in a sense God is kind of like keeping me in the arena of letting go of things not serving, that are not serving us anymore, meaning I probably never have, right? We just found ways to cling to things that, yeah, were never any good. And it is a demand for us to let it go, release it. That's what the last reading was really about, releasing things that no longer served us. And yeah, sitting still while God makes some arrangements or makes some I want to say alterations. That's a better word. Alterations to our lives, especially again when our heart is longing for such a great deal, right? Such favor. So again, find ways to fill your cup. Be self-full, follow your heart, and always trust your intuition. And it says, go deep within, find your triggers and address them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Sometimes we allow the drama and the trauma that we have gone through and are going through to hinder our vision, our sight. We pray, we know what to do, and some of us actually know how to pray, but actually expecting the prayer to work is the other portion. Like it's the other part, right? Some of us know what to say because it sounds good because we've been grandfathered into prayer and not actually understanding that it can change things, right? And the when something bad happens, the first thing we say is, "Oh God," you know, "Geez Louise." I know I say a whole bunch of them, you know what I mean, but actually believing in what you are saying is the difference. That makes the difference. All right, so yeah. Let's see. Find your triggers and address them one by one. Self healing is the best healing. Only then can you offer the best version of yourself to your family, to yourself, rather, the best version of yourself to you, to your family, your children, and you know what I mean? They can't enjoy who you are until you are who you're supposed to be, um, or where you're supposed to be. Self awareness is key. Let me see. Self awareness is key. Take time today to go within and spend time with your soul. As I was just literally saying that with this card. Um, and spend time with your soul. Go for a walk in nature. Maybe you are an earth sign. Maybe you enjoy nature, and that's a beautiful thing because that's what it's here for, right? I know I do. Sometimes I get out there and I act like a little kid. As old as I am, it can make me feel innocent, right? And pure innocence. I love that about what it does. All right, grounding yourself. Meditate, listen to your favorite music. Whatever you enjoy most, do that today. All right. Pulling yourself away from, the triggers and first of all, identifying them. You need to identify them to create a sense of healing, to move in the realm of healing, right? I don't I would hate for any of us to spend our lives in a healing posture the whole life. You know what I mean? We learn, we heal from it, and sometimes we have to separate from those things. It's not supposed to be a forever and ever, you know opportunity, to just be sitting back your whole life healing. So if we were using discernment as we should be, um with every person, place, or thing, like it should be like your cell phones, right? Never leaving home without it, like your credit cards, like your ID, right? Never leaving home without the discernment, because yeah, things will slip through the cracks. And if we discern more, vet it more, vet, people, places, and things that we allow around us, um, most of these things that we have to heal from wouldn't even happen. You know, if you were seeing correctly, they wouldn't have slipped through the cracks to have caused you the pain that it caused. Sometimes, too, we ignore the red flags, right? We get the red flags smacking us in the face, dropping on our head, and sometimes we just pretend that it is not what it is. So that's another unfortunate situation. And yeah, I feel like we can do better. I really feel like we can do better. So um I know, in fact, that we can do better. We are not our circumstances. We are not, the things that we have gone through, even though it has built, I find that it builds our character. So, I don't run from circumstances. I don't run from situations, meaning like those that are here to build my character. All right. So, yeah, I kind of want to get one more of these babies, but that's okay. I'm gonna stick with what I have. All right. So, this one says again, if you find yourself stuck in a situation or unhappy with, I'm sorry, you are unhappy with, ask yourself why you are there. I want to talk so fast. Why you are there? I'm gonna slow down. It is fear. It is fear of the unknown. Leaving toxic situations or people can be the best thing you could ever do for your soul, for your life, right? For your destiny. Sometimes it is what it is that we have to leave these things alone. And I know we often find comfort in dysfunction, and yeah, it's again so unfortunate, but and guess what? I'm guilty. I've been guilty of it. So I'm not exempt. I'm speaking when I speak to you all, I'm speaking also to myself. um I fit the bill. I'm not in that situation anymore. I've grown from it, and that's why I can find um time to speak about it, right? God said if you haven't been through enough, you know, and seen enough, you can't leave. You really can't leave, because you're gonna come across people that's gonna need your story, and you can't, you know, speak about something that you don't know about, right? Firsthand. Firsthand. This is firsthand here. So yeah, leaving toxic situations or people, places, and things, yeah, it could definitely serve you well. All right. So next card, it says, oh god. All right, it says you wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every few minutes to see if it is grown. So why do you keep questioning yourself, your hard work, and your decisions? Have patience, stop overthinking, and keep watering your seed. Absolutely. And that goes with saying too, um, being desperate for change, we can often prematurely move, in ways that if we would just, you know, um, not so much as be too laxed about it, you know what I mean? It's like I said, praying about it. And when I feel like meditation is where we get our answers from, when we quiet the noise around us and stay focused and um yeah, look for it, right? Look for the signs, expect the signs, and so that you can obey them, so that you can move forward or move accordingly. When you move in this arena, this way, our steps are ordered, our steps are calculated, right? So yeah, be mindful of that. All right, so the next card is, all right, I'm taking the glasses off. And I'll have to bring the cards closer. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, no, I'm sitting on the floor pillow. All right, so this one says, if your mindset is fixed, try to free yourself from that. Rise above it. Don't place limitations on what you think you can achieve. Don't stand in your own way. Allow yourself to flourish in all ways. Welcome abundance in all forms into your life, of all forms into your life. And I forget to let y'all see the cards because I don't want y'all to think I'm just pulling rabbits out the hat. I haven't learned to do that yet. It's coming. It's coming. All right. Shout out to the mothers. I might do a Mother's Day readings. And probably not Mother's Day, but the weekend, yeah. Because I'm not sure what's in store for me on Mother's Day. I don't like to prepare too much. My excuse me, the lady I call my mom. There we go with the burping. The lady I call my mom. She we spend some time together most times for Mother's Day. I was able to do that with her a couple Mother's Day, and it was a blessing. I don't have a mother anymore. My mother's an ancestor. She's just, one of my spirit team. She's a part of the spirit team, and yeah, I feel like she has blessed me to have all these different honorary mothers on her behalf, and I could value and appreciate them. So you still have your mama, appreciate it. I don't care what she do, what she say, how she, whatever it is. You get one mama, and when that day she close her eyes, I promise you, yeah, you regret everything. Yeah, if you're not talking to your mother, call her. Call her. This is a sign. This is definitely a sign. If you can still call your mother, you should be calling her. Cause I give anything to hear my mama. I will give anything to hear my mama's voice again. Lord, I have no idea. Don't take for granted what it is that you have. It's such a blessing, you know. But yeah, God is good. All right, so for some reason I felt like I read that, yeah. But I wanted to show y'all the cards. That's what I was trying to do. See, easily distracted. Easily distracted because I want to tell y'all everything I've been thinking about all day today. Like it's been massive. I couldn't wait to get on here. I just needed to get some food in me to get some energy because I really didn't eat anything today. I've been on like not a fast, but yeah, monitoring the things that I eat. All right, so this card says don't place limits upon yourself. This is another card that actually speaks about the limitations and limits on yourself, and that goes with saying, being desperate again for your divine destiny, increasing your connection, increasing your connection um, by increasing your faith, right? Um, and there's no other way to say that. Increasing your connection, which increases your faith. I'll say that. So there was another way to say it. All right. Don't place limitations or limits upon yourself. You are in an infinite. I'm sorry. You are an infinite being. Oh my God. With unlimited potential. You must know that and never forget it. That's why we're here. This is a collective consciousness connection, confirmation reading. So this is to explain exactly who you are in God and the fact that He's even pursuing you. When you, some of us, yeah, I used to say, um, thank you for choosing me, God. This is like a prayer to God from me. This is, yeah, a prayer to God from me. And I was saying, thank you for choosing me when I didn't have the strength to choose you. I didn't know the knowledge, the wisdom and understanding to choose you, right? Sometimes I even feel unworthy of all the blessings and the favor that's on my life. Um, yeah, because there's so many other people that can have it, have what it is that I have, you know. And at some point, He has chosen me. My gifts, talking about my gifts, my favor, the thing I don't want nobody else have, and you shouldn't want nothing anyone else else has either. But just to aspire to have your own grace, your own mercy, your own blessings, your own favor, right? Abundance and your guidance and protection and provisions and your purpose, right? That's a beautiful thing. All right. Again, don't place limits upon yourself. All right. You are an infinite being with unlimited potential. You can have and be anything you want to. Especially if you aspire to be. And that desperate for divine destiny is where it starts, right? Being desperate for it and then increasing again the connection that you have with God in which you will get that divine destiny, how you'll, you know, begin to formulate those things. All right. So again, you can be anything you want. Don't hold yourself back or allow anyone, no place, no thing, I'm adding that. No anyone to I'm sorry, no anyone else to like stop you from doing what it is that your heart desires to do, especially if it's within the most high's will for your life. And when I speak like that, I'm a collective, you should already know. You should already know. But if in the case you don't, yeah, when you're standing in God's will, these are the things that are expected from you, expected from us, right? It's a collective thing. Um, this is your life. Live your truth and remain heart centered at all times. And you can't be heart centered with a whole bunch of junk in your heart, right? That's a that's why we have to release those things that have been hindering and holding us back and down, right? It's time, just like Spirit is saying, this is your time to grasp onto that destiny that you have again been longing for. All right, so next card it says, "Make today your new make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past." Then I just say that no harping on it. You know, you went through it, and now it's time to heal from it, right? Heal from it so that you can make room for all that is good, right? All that is good, all that is great. As I say, allow God to blow your mind. And again, those little bitty bouts of faith increases the connection and allows again more and more and more, right? It'll be abundance for sure. All right. Again, make today your new beginning to try to leave your past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down and any longer. That's crazy. I just was talking about the whole weighing down and holding you down and back, right? Move forward today with the confidence in knowing that you have better and brighter ahead, brighter days ahead, rather. There you go. I'll let you see it. Pause the screen if you need to. There you go. There you go. It's an actual factual kind of situation. All right. This one says, go back to oh my God. Go back to the heart of who you truly are. There will I'm sorry, there you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds. I just was talking about that, like heal it, right? Because you can't move on from all that has been weighing you down and pretend like it's not there, because pretending it's not there isn't healing it, right? um Hiding it isn't healing it. I've been saying that for a very long time, for years in fact. As I've been trying to assist people in their healing, I have been a life coach for a very long time. And it took me to have to go through some things to actually get where I am so that I could assist other people with their dealings and their healings. Um, and I ain't gonna say I was happy when I was going through it, you know what I mean? But when I came out on the delivered side of the scenario, yeah, I saw that it was all worth it. And again, yeah, I'm glad God chose me. Right? He could have chosen anyone else. My scenario is my scenario, and yeah, He chose me for just that. This walk of life, I'm catching up to what it is that He has written for me, and allow you to do the same. Choose you, with the scenario, not the things that are around you, not the trauma, not the hurt, not the things again that's been holding you back and holding you down, holding us down. Right? Because again, I'm not exempt. All right, so look at your life in its entirety, acknowledge any old wounds, and then release them. Oh my God, this is funny because this is almost like a continuance of the last reading from Tuesday. I think it was. I think it was Tuesday. I did it. Or maybe Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday. It was Tuesday. All right, so yeah, look at your life in its entirety, acknowledge any old wounds, and then release them. Use what they taught you. Oh my God. As b- taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward, and you'll have a renewed sense of confidence, basically. My eyes be saying, I know y'all see how I'm squinting. I have to bring the cards really, really close to my eyes and squinting, but the glare, and I've gotten older. They said that yeah, like that's why I have to take off the glasses because I mean I can see at a distance with the glasses, but yeah, it's still kind of weird. I'm still trying to adjust to this whole changing vision thing because now I'm beginning to like look over the glasses when they're on my face. So I'm not going to get the other lenses. Not right now. I'm not ready to accept it yet. Not ready. So I'll take off the glasses when I have to and put them back on when I need to. All right. So again, did I read that one? I did. This one says, find ways to fill your cup. Wait, hold up, Jack. This is the one that was at the bottom. Okay. I get it. I was like, I heard this before. We read this one. So, but we're going to read it again. Find ways to fill your cup. Be self full. Follow your heart and always trust your intuition, your guidance. Intuition is your guidance, your discernment, your yeah, your sight, your inner vision, right? And people rarely use it. It's there, but people really rarely tap into it. You know, you are. I don't want to say. First of all, we are all blessed to have it. We some of us don't know it's there to even take advantage of it. But when you understand that that is truly the site that we're supposed to go on, that we're supposed to live by or live with, that these two eyes are um tricky, right? I always say a magician shows you should never believe your eyes, because just you know flick of the wrist or the trick of the hand can make you believe you saw something that you never saw, right? So take that into consideration, and then view the world like view life, should I say, view life as you should. All right. Self-awareness is key. Take time to do I'm sorry. Self-awareness is key. Take time to go. Oh my god, does you look like a dean? Don't judge me. All right, today, go within and spend time with your soul. Go for a walk in nature and ground yourself. We read this one already. Meditate, listen to your favorite music, and I mean, and make sure it's music that's worth listening to, because some of this stuff out here, Lord, is very influential, and sometimes you gotta guard your ear gate. You kind of gotta guard your eyes and guard what's going inside your ear. That's penetrating your mental space, right? Because it can cause folks to um unconsciously be connected, or yeah, do things that they wouldn't ordinarily do. It's weird, but it's a thing. It's really a thing. So be mindful of what it is that you're listening to. You know, who you're listening to. Right. So these cards have big writing right here. Not that big, but it's a good size. And then I want to get all the cards that have this little bitty writing. It's so sad. I already have little eyes. Little eyes. Oh. Mm. It would be very, very irresponsible for us not to take heed to, you know, um, God, like literally been running some of us down to get our attention, you know. And again, just way too distracted by things that don't make sense. Pardon. Y'all see I'm burping here and I have not drank anything. It's always when I'm doing a powerful reading. I want another flipper, please. Can I get two more at least? One, and I'll read the bottom of the deck. You, you, voila. Bottom of the deck, unaligned. See, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what a lot of us are, especially again when we are still connected to all those things in our lives that don't make sense. But in the midst of it all, like we know who to pray to, we know who to call on, you know what I mean? But actually expecting, a change or better or more, greater, those things. Um, yeah, it really, after the prayer happens, we don't expect much. So that's almost like, again, God, I mean, yeah, He wants us to be desperate for what it is that He has written for us. We constantly on a run, on a move, on a go. Um, and a lot of us are overwhelmed with life, and unnecessarily, right? Unnecessarily, because the things that we allow, right? Mm. All right, align. This path will be unfulfilling and starve your soul. You'll encounter unnecessary obstacles and challenges meant to redirect you. And that's exactly what is happening. That's why you are always put in a position to say, "Oh God, why is this happening? Oh God, you know, please, Lord, help me. Please, those things, it sound good, but do you really believe in your heart that you are talking to a God that could actually change things?" Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. Because, see, like, it's almost like saying the saying when the people say stop saying his name in vain. Well, that's the scenario. That's the part, right? You can't know who to call on and not expect him to actually deliver. Ex Yeah. You can't not expect him to or you shouldn't at least. That's like again calling his name in vain and not believing in his works, right? So yeah, being unaligned is adding more fuel to your fire, and he's chasing you down, running you down, and here it is. You can't even run fast enough. That's why life is so hard. We make it so hard for ourselves, you know, when all we have to do is just yeah, accept it. We don't have to accept the trauma and the drama, as our end all be all, but accept the fact that, God loves you enough to knock you over your head to get your attention. And sometimes you gotta let the things that you love unlove you, hurt you, right? For you to get in understanding as to whether or not you should be around that kind of energy, them kind of people, places, and things. Because yeah, we are doing nothing but hindering ourselves, being unaligned. And the Most High God is about balance, along with righteousness and truth, right? Discipline. Discipline is a really good term to use as it comes to the Most High. All right, so poor investment. I ain't said don't shoot the messenger. I ain't said the car said it. All right, so poor investment. This one says this venture will drain your resources without yielding worthwhile returns. Redirect your efforts to more aligned opportunities, as we just unaligned was at the very bottom. Scout Towner, you see it, and I say Scout. I don't even know how to do it, but yeah, Cowabunga. I don't know. Yeah, it works. Yeah, being aligned works. Understanding what your heart desire, and that it takes you being desperate for change, desperate for different, you know for those things to happen, for you to fall in line with that divine destiny, right? All right, irresponsible. Wow, poor investment, irresponsible. So spirit is saying that how we've been living, you know I'm gonna include myself. How we've been living isn't ideal, even though, yeah, he's been trying to get your attention, running you over, allowing. I mean, and we like to blame a lot of this stuff that's happening to us on the enemy. And quiet as it's kept, it works like that. Sometimes it works like that, but sometimes too that gotta allow things to happen to you, happen with us, to again get our attention. And it takes those things to, you know, turn it all around. When you're tired of that happening, when you're tired of being out of the flow of things the way that it's supposed to naturally flow to you, and through you, for you. Yeah, when you get tired of those things that have been diminishing, um, you know, the rest of who you are, like it's been just eating away for some of us. I'll say that it just eats away at us. That's the saddest part. All right, so irresponsible. It says dreading the responsibilities that come with achievement is sabotaging your progress. So maybe some of us, yeah, we know that it's all or nothing. You know, it's no straddling the fence when it come down to God. It's either you're gonna put both feet in, uh, take both feet out. You know, and it's an obligation. It's a responsibility to do, to go all in, right? It's a responsibility for us to go all in. Why is aligned here too? I'm just realizing that. Dang, wait, hold up. Unaligned at the very bottom. Yeah, poor investment, irresponsibility. I'm sorry, irresponsibility, irresponsible. Aligned and what is this one? Necessary endings. Say bail. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. All right. Again, dreading the responsibilities that come with achievement is sabotaging your progress. So because you know you can't live two lives when it come down to, choosing the connection, right? You much rather say, "Hey, I'm gonna limit myself. Go ahead and live in this poor investment that I've decided to until you get tired enough." And that's what that quite just kept. That's what it takes for the change to happen. You get tired of living out of the flow of things, out of yeah. You get tired of it. When you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's when change that most times it happens, right? And people bull crap themselves all the time. Like you could tell a alcoholic, stop drinking, stop drinking, stop drinking, stop drinking. But if he's not tired of what it brings, how he feels, um what's happening to him physically, sometimes it takes a life changing experience to make that, to make these people or make persons like that change. Drugs, you want the best for your family and your friends and your people. However, they gotta want the best for them. They gotta love themselves more than they love their vices, you know, and so to speak, us as well, right? Yeah, dreading the responsibilities that come with achievement is sabotaging your progress. Confront your fear, addictions. That might be for somebody. And addiction could be too much of excessively doing too much of anything, right? So it doesn't have to just be drugs or alcohol. It can be a little whatever you're doing excessively is what this is talking about. All right. So confront your fear and all the rest of that stuff I just said and start welcoming the potential for success. It's the second card that actually talked about the potential as well. So that's how you know, like, I mean, you are favored and don't know it. Some of us, I'll say that because this, again, this is a collective reading, and most collective, they know who they are, and some of them, some of us have been known to straddle the fence. And yeah, there's no straddling the fence when it comes down to divine destiny, right? Either you want it or you don't. Either you will or you won't, right? All right, so next card. Call me now. I'm just playing. I was I was Miss Cleo from Aloe. I don't even do Halloween or nothing like that, but I was being what do I want to say? What's the word I want to use? I was being a team player at work. I didn't want to be, excuse me, the only person not involved in what was happening at work. So I decided to be Mrs. Cleo, Miss Cleo. That's funny because I read cards and actually had cards to bring. It was fun. Anywho, aligned. There you go. And it says, this path is I'm sorry, this path is in harmony with your core values and long-term goals. Is what you aspire in your heart. You know that's what you want. That's why, you know, God is like beating you in the head with all this truth. And I know the truth is a hard pill to swallow. Some of us shun the truth because we don't understand. We're Some of us are confused about what's happening. Some of us know and don't want to know. Again, because it's too big of a responsibility, too big of a, excuse me, obligation. Now I'm yawning. This is crazy, and I'm not even sleepy. The enemy trying to look. I said the enemy. It is the enemy trying to stop from, yeah, you all getting this story. So yeah, you can stand in this confirmation, stand on this confirmation, because change is coming. It can be a good change or bad change. It depends. Again, it's contingent on your faith. It's contingent on, who you believe you are in the Most High God. That when you do say, oh God, help me, Lord, those things, that they are actually working for your good. Like God is there and prepared to move on your behalf if you allow, if we allow it. All right. Again, this path is in harmony with your core values and long term goals. Allow things to flow. Oh my God. As I was just talking about the flow of things and allowing. And it's in the description. Yeah, that's it. Allow things to flow organically and I want to cry. I just want to cry. All right, allow things to flow organically and see what happens. You know, as God provides. Like I hate for us to keep hindering ourselves from all that is good, all our greatness, all the things that we actually entail, and it's just been hiding behind all the hurt, all the the trauma, the bitter addictions, strongholds. My pastor was just talking about strongholds Wednesday. You know, yeah, being aligned, unaligned rather, is truly a poor investment. Very much so irresponsible. All right. Necessary endings. Maybe I should have took that light and put it some, like, put it down some. All right. A situation needs to dissolve to make space for new opportunities to rise. Arise. Didn't I just talk about that? About like alleviating those things, right? From your heart and from your mind and all this good stuff. I might not have said the mind and everything, but yeah, it flows into that. Absolutely. All right. A situation needs to dissolve to make space for new opportunities to arise. Embrace endings as necessary parts of your evolution. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Sometimes you gotta let go. Let it go, baby. All right. Let's move on to the next deck. I'm just saying, the proof is in the pudding. This is definitely a confirmation reading, just in case your heart was wondering. You know what I mean? Some of us are sitting in this confused stance, and there's not a bit of room to be confused. Like the Most High again is knocking you over your head with your truth, and you're still trying to avoid it, and then eventually, yeah, you can't blame nothing on nobody else but you. All right, we have overcoming. hmm That's what I'm talking about. Overcoming the bitter, the hurt, and grasping our divine destiny. Oh wow. Giving birth. That was actually in the last reading too with the Empress card. I decided not to pull tarot tonight because this is an actual guidance message, confirmation message. At the very bottom of the deck, we have agreement. And there's a number that's associated with it, and it's 21. I'll let you see it. There you go. All right. And it says 21 agreement. And it says common ground is being found. That's that alignment. Yeah, common ground is being found, creating the space for resolution and peace. Yeah, I think this is kind of like a part two. Like this might be a series of things. And then I got another series coming up, y'all. So stay tuned for that. It's oh my God. It's blowing my mind. It's gonna blow your mind. I promise you. So God gotta work the understanding on me so that I can bring it to you all so that you all can understand. I don't want to bring any a state of anyone any more confusion than they already are in. That's not what I'm here for. Definitely here for the truth. But God has me marinating on this topic. I'm not gonna blow the spot up on it real quick. I'm not gonna do that because I know how people love to um jack when they lack, right? So nobody's gonna talk about what it is unless God gave you the if they gave them the download, it could be somebody else got it. Cool with that too. But they ain't getting it from me. Not that one. Not this one. Not right now. At least. When I'm ready to share but it's definitely coming soon. So make sure y'all are locked in. All right. So again, agreement, which is basically the alignment, the balance, right? And oh my God, standing up and what I want to say, accepting what it is that God is has been um offering you, right? Again, some of us are running from the truth, running from this love that the Most High wants to offer you in abundance as well, right? And I won't say that standing in His will or standing, near and dear to Him, or vice versa, and vice versa, should I say? It won't be hard. It will be. It will be. But the sweetest part about it all is, yeah, you're near and dear. He comes nigh to them who need them. I need him. you know, Truly need him. And he know you're sincere about it when he visits your heart. You know. The heart is you can lie to yourself and you can lie to people, whoever you'd like, but you can't lie to him because he visits your heart, right? He checks your heart. All right. So again, common ground is being found, creating a space for resolution and peace. All right, harmony will emerge not from forcing your will, but wow, but from allowing understanding to bridge the divide. Isn't that amazing? It's so to speak what I said like the last few minutes of the reading. Yeah, allowing. So if we're gonna allow anything to happen, as we have been allowing this, all the hindrances, all the blockages, all the yeah, poor investments, mm, allowing all these things to cut us off, because that's what it does. It like cuts you off, from the Most High's will. It cuts you off, listening to you know all the things that's in your ear, because yeah, that's the quickest way to be cut off. I'll just let you know that. Number 26, overcoming. All right, and it says, the wall before you seems daunting, but you are stronger than you think. Gather your strength, focus your mind, and you will move through it. That's right. leaving doubt, fear, anxiety, stress, worry, any of those things that are an enemy to the Most High. Because those are spirits, right? Those are spirits that are enemies to the Most High, the Creator, the one who has divinely willed you this life that you long for. You just have to tap in and catch up to it. Right? All right, so giving birth, yeah. And that's per se is actually giving birth to a baby, a physical baby, but you know, one because giving birth to, yo, I am not that sleepy to be yawning like that. I'm not sleepy really at all, but because I did a little lay down and relax my mind and all of that stuff me earlier today when I got off work, and I kind of wanted to doze off, but I got me some food in me, and I was like, I'm here, I'm up. All right, so this is number 8. Um, yeah, number 8 to me is like full circle. What goes around comes around. Loop the loop. My eyes about to start watering and everything. All right. Something sacred is being born through you. Absolutely. Um, whether whether through art, transformation, or life itself, you are giving form to the unseen. Honor the responsibility and let this new beginning take its first breath. And we go about the new beginning again. Because once you accept all of this, after God is doing all we are confirming what you have been feeling, what you have been seeing, and some of you all aren't seeing, accordingly. That's why you can't, um what I want to say. They say you got to see the signs to obey them, right? So, in order for you to fall in line or stand in line with divine destiny, why it look like something was just flying right down. Divine destiny. Say they have termites that are flying out in the city of New Orleans that are like super super bad, but I don't know what that was just now. I really just tried to grab it, and I can see it with my eyes. That's crazy. I can see what I want. I don't know. It's weird. Whatever. It don't make sense, but maybe it's not supposed to. All right. Number 19. A major shift. That's that change. That's what's gonna happen. Once you give birth, once you accept, once you identify, accept, and learn and discern and um what I wanna say. That's another word I wanted to put out there. Detach and um what was another one? Detach was a good one though. Learn, discern, detach, and look, hatch with the baby. Hatch. Giving birth. All right. There's a major shift that comes behind it. You know what I mean? Once you've overcome, now you can give birth to something new, a new beginning. In your moving towards your destiny. Right now, you can see clearly. A little bit more clearer. Right? Not the fact that you may know everything that's happening, at least you can trust it and have faith in it. You know what I mean? That um, God will never leave you blind, and God will never throw you into something that um, He can't teach you about, reach you, and or defend you. Right? All right. So number 19. All right. A major shift, a powerful shift is unfolding. While It's unfolding, reshaping the world you know, and reshaping the world that you know. What once felt stable may fall away to make room for something more aligned. Jeez Louise, there we go with the align word again. And the falling away and making room, right? The necessary endings talked about that. That is major. So that's why this I know it's absolute confirmation for some of us. Yeah, that things need to be changing. Our wants have to change. You know, our want some of we don't even know what we need, let alone what we like our wants. Our wants are yeah surface level. The needs though, yeah, it's deep. All right. I'm sorry, what once felt stable may fall away to make room for something more aligned. This is not a breakdown, but a breakthrough. Beautiful. Bonita. All right. Good health. That's right. Good health, good wealth, the perfect health and much wealth. Tomato, tomato. All right. And this is number 34. Maybe someone's 34 years old. It says your commitment to wellness is paying off. Keep making choices that support your highest well-being. Your health is on the rise, and that's exactly what like you're gonna see a change in everything. Your health, your skin, your hair, just everything. You're gonna see a major, major change in, and ultimately your finances if you are dealing with, you know, a little turmoil as it comes down to that. But a lot of those things are affected, your health, your wealth, by the choices that we make, right? Poor investments. That's the choices. The poor investments. Right? We are hindering our progress, our process, right? The flow of things. We are anchoring ourselves in the middle of nowhere. And, you know, when once we I want to say once we choose, alignment with God's will, aligning ourselves with God's will, choosing those things, being desperate for divine destiny and the provider of that destiny. Yeah, you're gonna see you grow in areas you've never seen before, or yeah, just the clarity it brings, right? Again, we are living in a bunch of confusion and desiring confirmation, desiring again this destiny, but you have to be again desperate for it. Again, God is chasing you down. God is pursuing you, and He could be pursuing anyone, but He's pursuing you, right? And He may be pursuing everyone and anyone or whoever He's pursuing. But at this particular time, at this very second, we are confirming that, you know, that for which your heart has been longing for has also been longing for you. All right. Number 38, the spirit world. Maybe someone's 38 years old. All right. A 38 associates with you in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. This card says, "Oh God, help." Um, the spirit realm is communicating with you. Wow. And I think in the description I said your spirit team is actually rooting for you as well. I mean, I'm a part of the spirit team. I am speaking to you all spiritually, and yeah, that's what I'm here for. All right. Um, the spirit realm is communicating with you, um, whether through symbols, synchronicities, or inner knowing. That inner knowing, I actually talked about that, didn't I? That inner sight, the intuition, the discernment, right? All of that is the very same thing. Inner knowing. The spirit realm is communicating with you, whether through symbols, synchronicities, or inner knowing. Be open to receiving connection and support from your guides, ancestors, and loved ones beyond the veil. Go look at the description of my video and go see if this is a game. This ain't a game for me. That's why I don't just come on just to come on. I'll make sure that I am divinely guided in order, to bring across to you all what should be. This isn't something I'm gonna just say. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna just get on here and talk about it because yeah, it doesn't warrant me to do that. Um, yeah, I am being divinely guided about every conversation that I have with the people that these videos come across. Yep. And guess what? I do this for y'all. And here it is, this late at night. I gotta go to work in the morning. Guess what? I wasn't gonna rest until it get done. Yeah, I used them. I couldn't rest until they get done. God wouldn't allow me to rest. Like I said, there's some that I'll have to marinate on for a couple of weeks, but this one right here was like heavy, 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 heavy on my heart. So I had to um, bring it forth as divine destiny. Um, Wanted me to. All right. This one came out the other night. Change the question. This came out in my last reading. All right. Change the question. The quality of your questions shape the quality of your life. Instead of asking, why does this always happen to me? Lord, did I say that earlier? Lord, why does keep happening? Because maybe because of the poor investments. Maybe because, you know, you are choosing the world and not choosing the one who created it, right? Um yeah, we make it harder for ourselves, especially when you are divinely favored, especially when you are one of the chosen ones, the collective. Yeah, the boat. You ever seen? Well, let me see. Who was that? Was that Peter? Peter in the scriptures where he was on the boat and the people on the boat was trying to figure out why are we going through all of this, and Peter was like, "It's me. It's because of me. The water and the winds is flopping the boat, and we all about to die, and it's all because of me." Peter said. I think it was Peter. I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to be lying and wrong, but I think it's Peter. Yeah, I think it was Peter. And they were about to get ready to throw that boy off the boat. You bringing all this to us? Oh man, no, 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 no. All right, so again, change the question. The quality of your questions shape the quality of your life. Instead of asking, why does this always happen to me? Ask, what can I do to change this pattern? Well, that's it. Changing the question will point you towards solutions instead of poor investments and problems and issues and stuff like that you could have avoided had you seen and or been more aware and or aware and aligned and aware. Yep. I'm just saying, don't shoot the messenger. Oh gosh. All right, this one says brighten the vision. I think the Most High has a sense of humor. Huh? I just was talking about my vision and also yours. Our vision, discernment. And if you haven't heard my story before, I always say, God impaired these eyes so that I can use this eye, right? This eye, my internal vision, right? Um, because if I saw, he said, I did that, baby, because if I gave you the sight that everyone else has, you'd be lost like everybody else. And this ain't a everybody else kind of situation. Nah, I need you to be ye separate, come from amongst the many, right? This is the road less traveled. I need you to walk, right? And yeah, I have accepted it, and it's what it is. So it's a blessing. All right, brighten the vision. This says, transform how you feel about a goal by enhancing its mental image. Picture your desired outcome, make the colors brighter, the details sharper, and the scene larger. Mm. The more vivid your vision, the more motivating and achievable it comes. The better you see it, the better, yeah, the more you can see yourself in it. The more you can see it, the better, bigger, brighter you can see it, and the more you can actually see yourself being a part of said vision. You know, great thing, beautiful thing. See, this is just confirmation. I'm not here to beat nobody down. I tell nobody no lies either. It's just the truth and nothing but the truth to help me God, even if it hurts, right? But this isn't a hurtful thing here. This is kind of like a reality check, right? Again, confirmation as to what we should be doing in order to reap those things that our heart desire, right? What they truly, truly desire. And that call for moving away from certain, again, people, places, and things. And yeah, investing in ourselves. You know, some of us were aligned and you're not aligned anymore. You become unaligned, and now, yeah, we have to realign. Some of us have to align, period, to begin with. You know, balance. I talked about the balance. All right, so lead system advantage. Your lead system is the dominant way your mind processes information, whether you're visual, auditory, or kinesthetic. All right. You can leverage your primary system for greater success. Identify your lead system and use it to optimize how you learn, communicate, and make decisions. Mhm. Again, allow divine guidance to guide you. Submit, and that only happens when you submit. You know, allowing the Most High, when they say, Jesus, take the wheel, Lord, take the wheel. Yeah, allowing God to take the wheel and move on your behalf. You know, and trust that yeah, He's gonna take you places. Respect the process. Trust the process. Right? Who's leading you? Who's guiding you? Right? Is it the outside world? Is the extrinsic things that are around you? What's leading you? What's guiding you? What's keeping you in the place that you are always having to stop and say, Lord, why me? Why is this happening to me? Imagine that in the better place, in a line position, right? Why me, Lord? You're gonna be saying, why not me? Why not me? Huh? Switch to success at the very bottom of the deck. Mhm. Use the swish technique to rapidly change ingrained habits or emotional responses by replacing them with more desirable alternatives. I'm sorry, visualize the behavior you want to leave behind and quickly switch in the new image of success. Repeat this process to program your mind for positive change. And sometimes, I mean, that's just basically saying if you could think it, it could be done. You know, But what are you thinking? That's the thing. What have you been thinking? Because I mean, if you thinking, it could be done. Are we calling in positive or negative, or anything for that matter? Especially, yeah, or anything for that matter. I'll just say that. In the power zone, stepping into your power means taking ownership for the things that are in your control. Your thoughts, feelings, words, and behaviors. When you're in the power zone, you can handle challenges with clarity and and mastery. And the power zone is amongst the person who provides the power, who gives us the power. It's not mine. I'm gonna say I'm powerful, but the power I have ain't mine. It's been given to me. I've been trusted with it. I've lived enough and been trusted to have it. You know what I mean? So I will never misuse my power, never misuse anyone because of my power, or the power I have. Yeah, that's not God. That's not love. That's not right. It's not righteousness. And I'm gonna keep it clean. I'm gonna keep it clean. Even though, I be wanting my physical, like my flesh be wanting to do other things. I just have to like, come on back. Bring me back, Lord. Take me on back. Cause I'm about to give her what she looking for. Huh? Yeah. It's human. I'm only human. I'm only human. I know I look humble. I know I do. I know I look, you know, like I went home a fly, but I'll kill him. I'm just playing. Kill him dead. I would. I go to war with flies. I'm telling you. I go to war with flies. Turn off all the lights, put on the TV. It's over for him. He going towards that light. He going towards the TV. Trust me. All right, let's see. Is this the deck I wanted to go with? I picked it up. I combined two decks with this one. Voila. This says trust the timing. I got it's your time too in the description or in the title, one of the two. All right, this card says time is the universe's alley, or time is God's alley. Trust its flow. There we go with flow again, and everything will fall into place. Yes, Lord, patience, divine rhythm, perfect timing. Baby, when I tell you, God don't play. He don't play behind his own. Then he pursuing you too. You better get with the program, booby. Boogie cakes. Get with the program. All right, Crown of Stars. This one came out before. Maybe you um are a part of the royal movements, or you have a crown tattoo somewhere on you. You fancy crowns. You draw. I don't know. You're an artist and you like to draw crowns. But this crown is very significant to somebody. I know it is for me. And it says you are divinely guided and infinitely loved. Oh my God, as I just was talking about that. Yeah, I love it. Shine proudly in your truth. I'm just saying, your light belongs to the heavens. Didn't I just say that? Baby. Come on. Come on, divine. God. Mm, come on. All right, veil of mystery. Ain't yarned in a minute. All right, this one says, do not hide from the unknown. Yes, Lord. Within mystery lies wisdom. What you fear may be calling you to awaken. That's the second card that actually spoke about that, but it stated a little differently. That's the second card that spoke about that. About how those things that happen to us are divinely aligned to force us or push us into you know, our deliverance, seeing what is um necessary for our greater good. And again, we like to blame a lot of it on the enemy, but we like to blame a lot of it on the enemy, but And sometimes it's God's doing. It's easy to blame it on the enemy because who would want to believe that God is actually sending them through the trials and tribulations. And again, those trials and tribulations are to um yeah, bless us in abundant ways, like show you who you are and whose you are, right? So you'll never forget about it, right? Even though life has its way of yeah, doing what it do. But again, just knowing that you have a connection to God, the Most High, Divine, whatever you want to call Him, it makes it half the battle. Sorry, y'all. I don't have to make all the noise, but my like the yawn makes me want to do it. All right, so banishing spell, release what drains you. Oh my god. All right, release what drains you, drains your spirit. When you free yourself from fear and heaviness, oh my god. Peace will return like dawn after night. Jeez, this is definitely a part two to this thingy thing. Finish reading. And look, I'm gonna let you see it because I don't think I let y'all sit them. Lord. And then when I put my contacts in, nothing I can see. I can't see nothing up close. Everything gotta be back this way. But there's a glare. I love the lighting that these lights bring, but kinda here we go. Excuse me. All right, so we have inner guidance, as I was just telling you about. Not this to be your guide, but this to be your guide. All right, that inner guidance. All right, it says, trust your inner guidance. It is your purest voice of your soul. Come on, confirm it for the people, please. I just said it, but just go on and put a little mm-hmm, sprinkle dust on it or something. I don't know. People call it what they call it. I forget what they call it. Yeah, put the little sprinkles on top. They like sprinkles. Folks like sprinkles. People like it. Look, yeah, they like sprinkles. All right, so intuition, inner compass. That's exactly what it is. A guide, right? An inner compass, spiritual wisdom that brings spiritual wisdom. Please stop. Don't let me keep yawning. I don't want to yarn anymore. Celestial balance, light and shadow. I go that just being aligned. All of that goes with being aligned. And light and shadows. If you've ever seen the yin and yang sign, the yin and yang sign, typically it has the well, I'll do it this way. Oh no, I can do it this way. Let's do it this way. Hmm, let's go. This is typically the way that you would view it. Um, so there is this way, light. I'm sorry, light and dark, right? This is typically the dark side. This is typically the light side. But in that dark, you have a little light. In that light, you would typically have a little dark. I wish I had my I have a plaque back there with it, and it actually shows you the significance of it. And it's actually it's a sense of balance. That's why you have the dark and then the light. Or maybe it's this way because this maybe the fire is the light. I like that. And this part is the dark. They're kind of like looks like cold moon energy, and this look like warm light sun energy. So I'll say that. All right. So and when you look at the yin and yang sign, that's what it represents: balance. The same amount of dark that is light, and in that dark, there's a little bit of light, and in that light, there has to be a little bit of dark, and that's where the balance comes in. It. All right. So If you never knew how to interpret the actual yin and yang sign. Hope that helped. Oh God, help me, Lord. All right. Celestial balance, light and shadow dance within you. By honoring both, you can return to harmony, alignment, balance. Yes, Lord. Um, by honoring both, you return to honor and remember your wholeness. Lord, I love when the cause regurgitate the things that I just said. Am I going with you, buddy? If I do, I'm gonna grab just a couple of them. Then I'm gonna move on. Okay, I'll take it. It says, dare to disrupt. Oh, my job. All right, feminine energy. And it says, same lesson, different disguise. Then I just talk about we're not going to spend our whole life in a healing um, position, healing posture. Like, that's why discernment again is necessary. So if you were to use your sight the way that it's supposed to, not much will get, you know, over on you or past you, you know, or slip through the cracks because your discernment is working and you don't have to find yourself broken because all these things that could have been prevented, you could prevent them by seeing accordingly, right? And so dare to disrupt, dare to break the chains, dare to, you know, be desperate for your divine destiny. All right, same lesson, different disguise, right? When you claim you have learned from a situation, you know, God will, again, we like to blame it on the enemy, but God will send the same energy in a different vessel to see whether or not you learned your lesson. And discerningly, you should be able to feel if that's the same thing, not even just so much as see, you know, because yeah, there's a lot of masculine energy that are disguised as, you know, great human beings and all of these yeah, all this other good stuff. Yeah, when if your discerning eye would, you know, if you would allow your discerning eye to discern what it's supposed to do its job and rely on it, yeah, you can see past the facade. You can see past the exterior, right? And again, not many things will slip through the cracks, right? You won't have to keep learning the same lesson over and over again because if you don't learn from it, it will continue to present itself, right? All right, so again, dare to disrupt, same lesson, different disguise. You are at a crossroads between repetition and transformation. See, you've been straddling the fence. Somebody been straddling the fence. And yeah, God is like, pop, pop, get it together. Pop, pop, get it together, sister. Mm. You want it bad enough? Put 2 feet in. Go hard or go home. Mm. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Lord, just saying. I said I won't go first. All right, my bad. All right. So it says, you're at a crossroad between repetition and transformation. Sometimes like this, I'm sorry, some things like this, I say sometimes, some things like this has happened before. You know the signs and you know better. All right. I know y'all heard that. Shoot. Now is the time to integrate the knowledge you've gained, right? Choose differently. The way out may not be forward, but sideways. Lord have mercy. That's funny. Shift your reaction to alter the course and break the cycles. That's what I said earlier. I'm just saying. Oh, baby, when he be putting it on my heart, he put it on my heart. He put it on my heart. Face value. Oh my God. I just know it's gonna be deep. It feel like it's gonna be deep. All right. Ignoring the storm won't ignoring the most high. Yeah. Okay. Ignoring the ignoring the storm won't stop it from coming. And I just was talking about the storm with Peter and the boat and all of them. All right. So again, ignoring the storm won't stop it from coming. Perhaps it has seemed easier to choose comfort over clarity. Then I said comfort and dysfunction earlier instead of because it's too much work in the place of clarity. Sometimes confusion feels better, right? It doesn't feel like home unless it is dysfunction and confusion, right? For some of us because in clarity in um you know destiny there are obligations and responsibilities and things you have to uphold, you know, a life you would have to live, a choice you would have to make, right? Lessons that have to be learned, and that's it. Meaning not learning the same lesson over and over again, right? Because after a certain point, you become a willing participant in your own madness, and that's just absolutely insane. All right, so let's see. Perhaps it has seemed easier to choose comfort over clarity and silence over truth. Ooh, let's talk to face value. It says, but what you refuse to see still shapes your path. Avoidance is not protection, right? Avoiding the Most High pursuing you, excuse me, doesn't provide you in like you are. Yeah, you're gonna continue to be lost and confused, and um, lost and confused, and yeah, lack of guidance and all of this stuff. You know, provisions and protection. You know, standing outside of the Most High's will, and He has something written for each and every one of us. But yeah, we create the rockiness because of our lack of, you know, commitment, our lack of choosing, you know, and choosing the right thing because we choose. Sometimes we choose to listen to ourselves. Sometimes we choose to listen to the world. Sometimes we choose to, you know, yeah. I like a choice. Mm, that's deep. Perhaps it is. Oh my God. Perhaps it has seemed easier to choose comfort over clarity and silence over truth. I keep reading that because that is, you know, a lot of folks' scenario. And at one point, mine. It was mine, you know. So that's why I could speak about it and understand exactly where you all are coming from. But I'm letting you know that that isn't your end all be all, and so we have to, you know, make significant changes to make those significant moves, right? Let's see. But you refuse to see still. I'm sorry, but what you refuse to see still shapes your path. Remember, I said if you don't learn from it, the opportunity will continue to present itself. Yeah, just the way you like it too. Just the way you like it. It's again unfortunate, but avoidance is not protection. It is a slow, quiet surrender. Lift your gaze. Face what is. Only then can you change what will be. My ja. I just literally said, you know, if you don't learn from the opportunity, mm, that presents itself. It will continue to present itself until you do, mi amor. All right, so this one says evolutionary upgrade. Well, that's it. I'm going to put that deck down, baby, because it's getting deep around here. I don't know if this is giving you a bit of clarity or any clarity for that matter, but I could see it. I don't know about y'all, but I could for sure see it. I can find value in this reading for sure. So if it just did what it did for me and for whomever is yeah, desperate for their divine destiny. I have a feeling that there are some of you that will come across this channel or come across this video where it will definitely assist. But yeah, because it's not just for the story isn't just for you. It's I'm included. So God allows me to bring forth things that can help all of us collectively. All right, so evolutionary upgrade. It says what once sustained you now drains you. I'm sorry. My rug felt like it was ripping right there. What? Because my feet, I was rubbing it with my feet. Anywho, what once sustained you, now drains you. I'm trying to remember that I say something like that. I think I did. The habits, routines, yeah, I did. And this is the second card that actually, second or third card that talked about habits, and I started talking about addictions. That's where it was. The habits, routines, and ways you once moved through the world belong to an earlier version of yourself. This isn't failure, it's evolution demanding an upgrade. Yeah, responsibility. It's your responsibility. The most high is gunning like gunning behind you, like on your tail, right? And again, will not have a problem with knocking you off of that energy. But I mean, again, it's a choice. It's a choice for some of us. Some of us, yeah, he does that for and two. But yeah, some of us also have to want it. All right. I myself, I per se, I need the guidance. You know, so the Most High's guidance. I require it. I petition for it. Right. The protection and guidance and all of those amazing things that come along with God's will. All right, so the habits, routines, and ways you once moved through the world belong to an earlier version of yourself. This isn't failure, it's evolution demanding an upgrade. You're outgrowing the version of yourself that built the life you are living right now. Right now. All right. And it says, the one who got you here can't take you further. Wow. Meaning this about all I can give you at this point as far as your divine destiny that as God is pursuing you, right? The next portion of it has to be on you choosing him, choosing choosing the creator, choosing God, choosing the most high. Right? He's already chose you. Now he's looking for you to turn back and, you know, stop running. Stop running. Whatever you do, stop running. And I know again, we're found comfort in the dysfunction. We found comfort in, the all the crazies because again, yeah, heavy is the head that wears the crown. As the crown is here. You know, to whom much is given, much is required. God is going to require some things. If your heart is longing for this and He's ready and willing to make those provisions for you, there's some alterations that, some choices that you ultimately have to make, that we have to ultimately have to make. It's evolution demanding an upgrade. You're outgoing I'm sorry, you're outgrowing the version of yourself that built the name or the life you are living. Why did I even say name? So name might be something um significant to you all. Let's see. The one who got you here can't take you any further. Honor your expansion by aligning with what nourishes the next you. It says the one rising. That's the one. Look, I didn't say it. The car said it. All right, so I want to see these. See what come out in this. I want you in my sight. Hungry eyes. Thank you. Okay. I see, says the blind lady. Excessiveness. I told you about that earlier. That's with the habits and addiction. Infinite opportunities. There you go. It could be blessed or, yeah, the like thereof. All right. Infinite opportunities. Maybe you're a Leo with this green card. I mean, this green stone here. All right. It says, remember that there are an infinite number of ways you can succeed. All right. You are to succeed. When you release the illusion of limitation, I think that was one of the first couple cards talk about the limitations, right? When you release the illusions of limitation, you will step confidently into the flow of infinite opportunities that are always available to you. All right. This one says harmful influences. I'm just saying the stuff that we gotta let go of. Okay, keep talking to them about it. Eventually, they'll understand um who and what they have to let go. Instead of making excuses, we can't make no more excuses as to why they gotta be here, why they gotta be around when they have done nothing but cause damage, and we've allowed it to happen, right? So, yeah, get to step in like Martin. All right, so harmful influences. It says not all who surround you support your highest good. Pay attention to the relationships and influences that lower your vibration and cloud your judgment. Protect your energy by choosing your interactions wisely. This the writing is a little bit better on here, a little clearer and a little larger, just a little bit. Excuse me. All right, and this one says selfless abundance. All right, true abundance is when your cup overflows. Dang, this is the second card that actually talked about the filling of the cup and the cup. Yeah. True abundance is when your cup overflows, allowing you to give generously to others. Um, when your energy is no longer consumed with self survival and personal maintenance, you will be positioned to help in a selfless way. I said that in the beginning of the reading. I did, right? When you have gone through enough, then you are uh, and have learned and healed and all of those great things and gathered the wisdom behind it, it ultimately becomes not a loss, but a lesson that turns into a blessing where you are to be a blessing and can be a blessing by leading others and showing them how to get through the things that you have gone through. God gave you those things so that you don't gatekeep, so that you could actually bless somebody with the knowledge of knowing just like you got through it, they can get through it too. Yeah, man. That's deep. That's deep. I'm just saying, that's deep. Oh my god, that's deep. Lord, baby, when I tell you. All right, so this one is familiar territory. There we go. The repetition of the same madness, right? The same disorderly function, dysfunction, right? Mm, mm. Mm. No judgment though. I'm just saying we make it harder for ourselves when we it really don't have to. Maybe we really don't have to be. Sorry, y'all. All right, familiar territory. Notice I'm gonna go back to this reading because I want to notice exactly when I'm actually doing the yawning. Because at one point I stop and then I go back to it. And again, I'm not sleepy. My eyes probably look like I am, but I'm really not. All right, so this one says familiar territory. Wait, see it. All right, it says the path you have always walked is not necessarily the path that leads you to your highest potential. There we go with the potential again, and there was another card that actually kind of explained this as well. Let's see. It says if you are staying because it's all you've known, ask yourself, is this truly where I'm meant to be? No, because we know this isn't your end all be all. And if it was somebody else that never saw this, that never got an explanation and or clarity about what is happening through them, for them, and with them, yeah, then maybe that could be their scenario. But this one here is different because, again, God is giving you explanation, giving you confirmation, right? So that we can, again, choose Him like He has chosen us. That's what He's waiting on you to do. Choose Him like He has chosen you. All right. Excessiveness. I go with the anything that we do excessively is what? Some type of addiction. A stronghold. Come on. Let's be honest. Right? All right. Abundance is not about abundance is not about having everything. It is about having what is right for you. That's right. Because I said something about along the lines of we want what we want, not understanding even our needs. But God, He's in charge of that. Like He understands what those needs are, even when we don't know. I haven't even tapped in or tuned into it. Right? Our wants, they be all over the place. We be wanting things that shouldn't want us, or want things that we shouldn't want, or want things that could potentially harm or hurt us or kill us for that matter. Mm. All right. So again, abundance is not about having everything. It is about having what is right for you. I'm trying to stop yawning as I'm talking. It didn't work. All right. So understand that excess will never fulfill you, but it can surely entangle you. Mhm. A ball of confusion. Some of us like it. Some of us like it, but are not on the Most High clock, not on mine either, because that's why He would not let me rest until I create a a time for this reading. Again, if you like what you hear, please like and subscribe, y'all. Oh, I don't know if anybody been dealing with these sinuses. I wonder if some of this that's happening with my eyes is actually dealing with my allergies. All right, so we got three more decks to go, and that's a wrap. It's not gonna take too many of these or the others as well. But I just want to grab some an ending guidance to end this reading and kind of solidify it, right? All right, so let's see. This one says, your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. Yeah, we only get one. We only get one in this, like in the spirit. I would say in the this physical world, the spiritual world. Yeah, something might be something different going on there. Say y'all, I sprayed my perfume on me like 8 o'clock this morning. Why I still smell like I just sprayed it? Oh my god, I love it. I was at work saying like this. Damn, it smell good. I'm sorry for swearing, but yeah, darn, that feels good. I mean, it smells good. I be smelling myself like that's probably why my allergies is all jacked up too. Come away with me in the night. Come away with me. I will write you a song. Come away with me on a bus. That's the ones I was looking for. Come away where they can't tell us with their lies. That's not supposed to go with that. Dick. And I wanna walk with you. Why? This card says civil servant. I just realized what it. I just said it don't go with this deck. Why say civil servant? As that's that's what I do. I work for the city, and they call us civil servants. Well, that's it. Girl, guardian of public goods. Mm, mm, mm. Public official, administrative duty, public administration. Well, that's it. I did not tell you this. Well, that's it. I told y'all to meet the readings be about me too. It includes me, and maybe somebody else is a public servant out there. Hey, that could also mean the fact that you are again going to be leading people in some way, shape, form, or fashion after you have redeemed yourself from this. God has redeemed you from what's happening here, the things that is hindering you or that are hindering you. All right, so the next card says, remember that it's okay to be happy. Really, it is. This one says, one day when you least expect it, you are going to crash into someone who is going to be so soft and so gentle with your heart, and you are going to be so glad that you kept it open. All right. You are going to be so glad that I'm sorry, that you chose to believe in uh believed believe it deserved more, that your heart believed. I mean, you believed your heart deserved more, basically. I don't know why I thought that it was in. 'Cause that's what I thought. But that's not what it said. All right, so yeah, meaning your divine team, the team that God has put together for you. Once you have learned, and come out of this thing, and you are in a better place, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and even financially, because all of those things help with happiness, a little joy, in your life, being balanced, and um all those. Yeah, it helps. It helps with the with knowing you actually have good people on your team, you know people that can encourage you and tell you when you're wrong and hold you accountable, right? We don't need any enablers around us, right? Yeah. All right. Again, don't be wait. This one says, "Don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing soppy. You will never regret a heartfelt felt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it." Right? So when and if you do have and find those people, you know, as I'm sure they'll be appreciative towards you, make sure that you return the energy. It's okay to do so. Reciprocity is a beautiful thing, especially if both parties are, um, if both parties are literally in on it. It's no fun when you're doing it alone. When it's always one sided. You know, blessings coming from all angles, all sides. All right, it says prioritize self healing right now. The second card actually talked about self healing. Excuse me. Prioritize self healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. That's right. It's time to go within and find and do what's best for you at this particular time. Excuse me. There you go. And yeah, those very same people, places, and things will be there when you are more advanced, more, you know, wiser. You've learned the lesson, and yeah, you've gathered the information, and now we are, yeah, to move forward and bless someone else with that. All right, so again, prioritize self healing right now. Put your needs above others for once. It's time to focus on you. Self healing takes time. Then we go to self healing again. Somebody's definitely in need of healing. Self healing takes time and a lot of self love, a lot of effort. Yeah, absolutely. Remember, open wounds don't heal its scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to to feel happier. I was about to say shapier. I don't know. That didn't look like an S. I mean, it looked like an S at first. All right, take the time, the time you need to order. Wait, the time you need in order to feel happier with. I'm sorry, happier and healthier within yourself. There is no rush. Yeah, that good health and wealth I was talking about earlier. Yeah. The reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed. I think I said something about that earlier too. They have been removed from your life because the universe is taking you to the next step. hmm The Abraham and Lot story. Go check it out in the scriptures. All right, it says, mm, mm, mm. They have all they have already served their purpose in your life. Let them go and keep moving. Greater is coming. Go ahead, reiterate if you want to. I love it. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry about that. All right, give your inner critique a kind day, a nice day. Be kind to yourself. All right. You're going to be celebrating something very soon. You will be so full of joy and so full of happiness, it will almost seem out of this world. Like I said, let God blow your mind, babe. Let God blow your mind, your natural mind. All right. Yeah. It will almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it. Expect it because you deserve it and it's happening. It's happening. It's gonna happen. If it's not happening now, it's gonna happen. It's coming your way. There's some things, alterations that need to be had or need to be done. And again, it's a choice, and once you choose wisely, you choose correctly, everything that you need and or desire, want, again, if it's within God's will for your life, will be yours. Okay, all right. I'm looking for these. This is the ones I'm looking for. Grab a couple of these bad boys and then my three scriptures, and we're good to go. I appreciate y'all sticking in with me. All right, so we have beyond, beyond. Today I lift my consciousness. Consciousness is actually my title. Um, a consciousness confirmation or something like that. I can't remember verbatim how I was meant to put it down. I was trying to rely on my photographic. It wouldn't work just now. All right, so today I left my consciousness above the worldly illusions. I remember the power I have in every situation. I always have a choice in how I respond. Absolutely. Today I choose to turn off. I'm sorry. Oh my God, to turn off. To turn my oh my God, to turn my thoughts towards the most high God. Um by focusing my awareness beyond the illusion of the natural world and material world, I experience simplicity, and peace. Yeah, this is definitely an extension because my last reading was actually about peace. All right, my creative power. I recognize the creative power of my thoughts. I know that I can use them to build or to destroy. I think I mentioned that, but not in so many words, but similar. Right. Today I choose to use my thoughts to create a universe filled with joy and harmony. That alignment. I will maintain a positive attitude. Excuse me. I will maintain a positive attitude. I have the power to create love and peace. Boy, I tell you, God don't be playing behind me in these readings. All right, so I did read Beyond already, and we have Live for Love. All right, and it says, "Today I put love into everything I do. It is love that gives life to all things, and I open my heart to that great power. I, excuse me, I act gently, speak with kindness. I will find, I will find." That says, "I feel." Lord, I be adding words. "I feel each thought with love and light. I love God and all beings everywhere. I live for love. I absolutely love myself." They don't say absolutely in a few of the words I just said, but you get the gist. All right, so dance to the rhythm of life. Ooh, why I hear like a gecko, a cricket or something? Hmm. All right, today I find a joy in my heart. I lighten my life by releasing what no longer serves me or no longer what I no longer need. All right, it says I align myself. Oh my God, align in the whole um releasing what I no longer needed. I love that because that is, yeah, that's what I'm seeing unfold. All right, so I am grateful for what I possess and am at peace with what I do not. I appreciate and accept my um yo, I that's crazy. That is insane. Mm. Wow. I appreciate and accept my life as it is. I live accordingly to the will of God. In this way I dance with life and see the magic of love bloom. Hey, didn't I have a card that spoke about magic? I swear to God I did. Maybe I was tripping. Got you in my time. Oh, that was the major shift. It wasn't magic. It was major shift. All right. And I did I read about, yeah. I recognize the creative power of my thoughts. I know that I can use them to build or to destroy. Today I choose to use my thoughts to create a universe filled with joy and harmony. See, that's it. Yo, all right. Think sleep is creeping up on me. I don't know if that's sleep or just a deterrence, trying to stop me from actually doing this reading. Because a minute ago, it literally was not like when before I started this reading, I was up listening to music, blasting the music. I'm sure my neighbors was cursing me out, but that's why I live in a house and not an apartment, so I can blast my music whenever I want to. I'm respectful. I'm respectful. I am. I treat my neighbors like I want to treat myself. I mean, like I want them to be treated my like myself. You know, I treat them like I want to be treated. But I also they've been living next to me since I was 14, and I'm sure they know that I'm a big fan of music, and I'm sure they can hear me singing and everything in here. I've been listening to the '80s music, yo, with Chicago and Foreigner and Peter Cetera and Phil Collins and his group. I forget the name of his group. Dang, I can't even get the name of the song I want to sing. From the my tools. I can't remember how I go. Anywho, there is salvation in. I'm sorry. There is salvation in no one else. From there is no other name. For there is no other name under heaven given among men by which we must be saved. Acts 4:12. That might resonate with someone. Maybe that's something that you all probably need. Maybe it answers a question for you. Um, let's see. Maybe your birthday is April 12th. It's possible. All right. So then we have little children, keep yourselves from idols. 1 John 5:24. That's the rhythm I have from the song from Phil Collins. But I think it was no, I think it was by itself. The Doobie Brothers. Oh my god, I love them. I love the whole. I love that. If I ever get married, people gonna be mad at me because I'm bringing back the old like the whole wedding is gonna possess those kind of songs. Like I don't want no yuka yuka. I don't want none of that. I don't want it. I don't want to do it. So I'm going to have all the the 80s music, and it's gonna feel like love. Oh my god. Yeah, I've been listening to it all day, just like for the last 2 days, and been feeling rather nostalgic with it. All right, so this is I know that you can do all things, and that no purpose of yours can be uh thwarted. I never heard of that word before. Thwarted. I'm about to look that up. You know I am. All right. It's probably semantics. It's probably a word that means something I know. So what I'm gonna see? Let me see. This is Job 42:2. Maybe someone's 42 years old. Maybe your birthday is April 22nd. But I'm definitely wanting to see what that means. Thwarted. I can't even like use a root word in it or like fathom right now. I got the beat in my head. I can't get the words. Mhm. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, the sister tired. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't got there. I didn't got there. I really have. I don't know if it's like I said a deterrence, but New Orleans pig people. What? I'm not playing with these people. Who did this? I'm supposed to be looking at see distractions. Wait, but I want to see this. I'm gonna just leave it right there. So when I get off, I can read it. All right. So what I was saying, throat. Okay. THRARTD means all right. Thwarted means to have been successful to have been successful, prevented, blocked, or frustrated in attempting to achieve a goal or plan. All right, so that definitely represents the reading or what have you. Now, I will say this: when it comes down to like certain cards and stuff like that, especially certain things in the scriptures that in the Bible, because the scriptures to me in the Bible is sort of different. When you look at the true scriptures, like if you go to like the Ethiopian scriptures and stuff like that, when you go and read that, you can see that there were things in the Holy Bible that was removed us from who we are spiritually. We were spirits first before we were these vessels, right? And so certain powers that be, I know for certain, um they benefited us. I mean, it benefited them that we were disconnected from our spiritual, and they did everything that they could to do that. So, um, I don't look at anything as an idol other than the Most High God. Like that is who I honor. That's who I praise. That's who, and brother Jesus, brother Yeshua. I call him his true name. People know him by Jesus, but I call him his real name. His yeah, the divine. His real name, right? Um, so I don't look at other people, places. I mean, people or things, whatever. I don't look at anything else um as you know what I want to say as I want to use the right word. I don't look at anything. I don't look at nobody but God as that to me, the one, right? So to told not to look at anything as an idol. See, when you have a relationship with the Most High God, you know what's what and who's who. And again, discernment is a necessity in this thing we call life. So then, if you've read the scriptures, you know that there are things that are missing from there. If you've honestly asked God for understanding, um, wisdom and understanding, He allowed you to see that there were things that were missing, and it should have allowed you to question what was happening. It should have left room or made room for questions. Like, where's the rest of it? This book is incomplete. Where is the rest of it? And so, with that being said, yeah, I get why they had to have certain things inside of that holy Bible or the holy Bible. But yeah, my discernment and yeah, I know some folks don't want to, take the reality of that, swallow the reality of that, but it is actual factual, and that's very same reason why you have certain, churches and pastors and things like that that will not go outside of that, or will not even go in certain areas of what they, you know, swear on, right? They are repetitious with their story, and and what it is that they bring across to the people. But again, if you're not reading it for yourself, you'll never know. You'll never know. And so when I read it, I just knew in my spirit that there were things that wasn't missing from it, because it was, yeah, it sounds like a history book, but you can tell that there were things that were added and removed. If they removed some things, they added to, and added to the point of where it has literally um, taken away our connection from the spirit. You know, and again, it was beneficial to them who are in control, because how dare we have such gifts, right? Anywho, that's gonna be the sermon yet to come. I promise y'all, the sermon that's yet to come, and y'all gonna be there. Y'all are definitely gonna be there. But yeah, this card says, Acts 4:12. There is salvation. There is salvation in no one else. But why do you have to say like there is salvation in no one else? They could have just said there is no salvation in no one else other than. That's how you know there's wordplay, semantics here, and again, if you're not discerning, you won't know the difference. Um, yeah, yep. So anywho, I hope that helped y'all. Little children, keep your eyes from idols. Yeah, and that is basically to say that folks are believing in other things other than, and it may very well be true. I know I'm not. I'm not partaking in that mess, and yeah, the change starts with me. Anywho, y'all, it was a pleasure. It was long, but it was a pleasure. I I hope y'all got something out of it, and I'll be back on probably Saturday night. Going into Sunday morning, I'm gonna probably do a late morning reading. I have some things to do Friday, Saturday. I really don't like doing any work Friday sundown, Saturday day. But yeah, we'll play it by ear nonetheless. And have an amazing weekend. If you have mothers, love on them, man. Love on them. The mother of your children, love on her. She put one foot in the grave and one foot out of it for you. And we gotta learn how to respect our ladies more so they can feel soft and gentle again. Yeah, love on them right. And when you're loving on them right, yeah, you're gonna get that from I know because I'm a woman. Anywho, y'all be blessed, be amazing, be aware. Um, yeah, and go for it. Choose the most high like he has chosen you. It isn't by chance that we're having this conversation, and I might go back into it. It might be a part three because I think literally this is a part two to part one. Having your peace and being aligned and all of those things come with choosing your choice. Should I say just your choice? I'll just leave it there. Your choice. But yeah, love you to pieces. And what else? Like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna wash my face and get my butt in the bed. Um, and see you soon. Check me sooner than later. Peace. Love and hair grease. Love y'all. Peace. Now I gotta put the glasses on. I won't sign out like I can really see. This is crazy, man. Poor little baby. Poor little baby. That's all right. I got my discernment though, and it works. It works. Please end the thing. Oh,